It never stops, huh? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we have a follow-up to the ridiculous viral video featuring the quote-unquote baby mama and the baby daddy arguing over a bag of McDonald's and a drink. Now, I did my video the other day. I gave my 2 cents. If you've not seen that, I'll link to it in the box. But that video was crazy. It was ridiculous. And a lot of you guys pointed out something that I didn't really notice, that the video could be fake. Now, we have an update from the person, and they posted it to their TikTok page. Now, upon examining their TikTok page, I see 175,000 followers, and I see skits talking about the 3 kinds of baby mamas and stuff like this. Then there's a guy she does the skits with. I go to his page. He has over 1 million followers. I think it's like 1.5. Don't get me to lying, but it's over 1 million followers. Now, the video they put out, or the video that she put out, I could not tell who the other guy was because his face was blurred out. But the video she put out could be real or it might be fake. I think it's like a 50-50 toss-up whether it's real or fake. It could be something fake to promote a TikTok page, to get more followers, to get more money. Or it could be real because it's life imitating art. She's doing the skits because that's just what she knows. She's living the baby mama life, and it's easy for her to do skits about it because she's living it. I don't really know, but honestly, in this particular case, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to respond to what she said. And of course, this link will be in the description box in full. Go to my Twitter page, check it out. It'll be there as well. But I'm going to respond to this because I've seen this kind of thing happen over and over again. This is going to be a lesson on how men and women should and should not behave. Let's go ahead and roll the film.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me.
Let's pause for a minute before we get to what she said, which is a valid point about he knew what it was. Okay, I'm seeing these big lashes. I'm seeing the eyebrows done. I'm seeing makeup on the face. I'm seeing this big crazy wig. I'm seeing nails done. Okay, I'm seeing she's in a car. So this ain't somebody that's just destitute. If you got all that going on and you got a nice phone, it looks like where you're recording yourself, and you got a TikTok page, you're able to don't give time to that, then why don't you have any food in the house? So this is part of the reason why I think it's fake. But beyond that, it could be fake, it could be real part. This is all too common. You see this all the time. Women with $0, no money, will look like this. And this costs money to look like that. Now, I'm not saying she looks great. Don't get that twisted. But it doesn't even matter because how much is that wig? $200, $300, $400, a lash, $100, nails, $100. All of that money, once you combine it, is the equivalent to rent. It's the equivalent to a food budget for all your 4 kids. So you're looking for somebody to take care of your kids. How about you look right there on your face, and you don't look all of that. You just look like, I guess you would say, kind of presentable to some people. But let's continue.
Our child is the youngest child.
Now, this is the point that she made. I said this in the previous video where she was like, hey, you knew what you were getting into. If this woman had 3 kids, and I presume they're by different men, it's not just she was married to one guy and they had 3 kids. No. There's probably 3 baby daddies, never been married. Here comes Mr. Good Guy, Mr. Rescue Ranger, and he has a child with her, baby number 4. That's his bad. That's his mistake. This is why a lot of us say avoid single moms, especially single moms like this. See, it's different. Like I say, if you were married to somebody and you had kids, okay. But if you have not 1, not 2, but 3 baby daddies already and their little kids, and you come in trying to be the next guy, you're just a fool.
So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's.
Okay, now this is what I was saying before. If he was with you, if y'all were together, if y'all were married or something like that, yes, he plays the stepdaddy role. When you dealing with a single mom, she got kids, and then you have a kid with her, especially, oh yeah, you play that role. But if you're not with her anymore, then you don't play that role. You don't continue to be the stepdad after a breakup. I mean, you could do that. I've heard about it happening before, but that's not how it typically works. You're not bonded to the kids and they're not yours for life just because you're with the woman for a brief period of time. You had a baby together, or y'all were together for a brief period of time and didn't have any kids, whatever the case may be. You're not bonded to that woman through the prior relationship or just one child. You're bonded to her, but not bonded to the other kids if you had one child. You understand what I'm saying?
And not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore.
No, because you're not together. You see, he's not in that role anymore. If he's living with you, y'all together, or y'all married or something like that, then yes. But that's not what's going on. That's not the case. So no, you can't have that. You can't have that both ways. You can't have him outside of the house, outside of your life, but then at the same time, wanting him to do the same things he was doing while he was inside the house and inside your life.
Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like,
and furthermore, because a lot of you guys were saying, well, he should just do it just that one time, compromise. No, because what's going to happen is she's going to expect that every time. And obviously the guy can't afford it. I'm sure he probably only has one kid with her, maybe some other kids, but he doesn't have more kids with her because he can't afford it, I would presume, if you think he would have brain it all. So he can't afford to feed all the other kids every time. And the main thing she was saying in the video was that, I don't get my food stamps, all this, that, and the third. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't even about, oh, it's a treat or something. It's about, I can't feed my children, you're feeding your son, and you should feed the other kids because they're hungry too. Meanwhile, that's not his kids, that's your kids. If you can't feed them, that's your fault. How about the other baby daddies coming through and figure out what's going on?
I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? See, that right there, boss, if you're watching me, sir, if you're watching me, that's where you're messing up. That is the number one rule. Do not go back to the baby mama and still try to get with her sexually. Do not do it. This is your fault, sir. 100%. Like, that detail right there changes everything. If I believe her story, I'm not saying I even believe this whole thing at all. But I've heard that right there a lot. You trying to go back and dip and dab and still try to get some all this, that, and the third. Yeah, she will be entitled because she's giving you something. It ain't for nothing. A lot of you guys think that you could just go out here and give women for free and you don't got to pay no money. No. You gonna pay some kind of, you will pay some kind of way. You're a fool if you have a baby mama who already had 3 kids. You get with her. You have the 4th kid with her. You're the 4th baby daddy. Y'all break up and you don't expect any kind of drama. Come on, man. You came into a situation and there was already drama happening. 3 kids by 3 different men. That's drama right there. And then you want to still go back and dip and dab after y'all done broke up? You think she just lets you do that without requiring anything in return? Without requiring you to try to, help take care of the kids? Without requiring your attention, your time? And no. If that's the case, then this whole thing is his fault. 1,000%. That detail right there changed the whole narrative. That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Okay, so this is not a very rational person. This is not very rational. Again, I'll link to this video in the description. You guys, if you find her TikTok, please do not harass her. Do not harass her. And it might not even be real, but it doesn't even really matter if it's real or not, in my opinion, in this case, because there's a big
discussion about it on the internet. People are really defending her, they're defending the guy, and it's getting down to some, people bringing up their own personal trauma from their childhood. It's getting really deep. But what I want to say is this. Just be responsible. People bringing up Roe v. Wade, talking about, well, if they strike down Roe v. Wade, you'll have more of that. So you mean to tell me that the federal government is responsible for people just being responsible adults and not having kids all willy-nilly and not being destructive and not using your brain? To see a woman that has 3 kids already by probably 3 different men, at least more than one. So you're talking about 3 kids by at least 2 different men already. You go in there, you're not married to her, you taking the condom off. Here come baby number 4. And you're like, oh, well, all this drama happened, I didn't even know. Come on, man. I could see if you were the first baby daddy. If y'all were together in high school and y'all got together like college and you had a child and it didn't work out, and then she went back out there in the streets and had more kids, and you come around trying to take care of your kid, and she's like, hey, well, where's the food for the other children? We're like, hey, I didn't sign up for this. I got my childhood sweetheart. We got married. We had a baby. We got divorced. It didn't work out. I'm not here for your other kids you had after we didn't broke up and divorced and everything else. But if you came into a situation at the tail end, when she already had a whole AAU basketball team, starting squad, I mean, come on. You're a fool for that. And then you want to keep going back and dipping and dabbing. I mean, come on. If that's true, you made the mistake. But I want to see if this is really real, just to get closure on that particular story. But trust and believe, this scenario happens all over the US of A every single day. Different races, different age groups. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. It was not my parents. I'm the only child that, as I was a kid, I was the only child growing up. That's a whole different story, and I digress. I did not have that kind of problem, but I witnessed it every single. That's very common, unfortunately. And I think the main takeaway here is be responsible. Don't have a bunch of kids all over the place, men and women. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on this whole situation? Do you believe that the scenario is real? Is it fake? Does it even really matter for the purposes of having the conversation about it? Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I can't tell if it's real or fake, but I do know this is a TikToker and she makes baby mama skits. So there's that. But that scenario is so real. I was seeing some comments from people that have had that same kind of experience and they were pouring their heart out. But you guys let me know what you think about the update to that particular video I've already done about the ridiculous baby mama and the whole McDonald's kerfuffle. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.